What's going on, everyone? My name is UnderTheRadar and welcome back to the ICBA. This is going to be the week 6 battle, I think. We're going up against DS Gaming and his Birmingham Vulpix, Birmingham, so it's actually pronounced. Real quick before I get into this, I kind of want to have a question of the day. What do you guys think about the changes to Pokemon Home? If you don't know what I'm talking about, Pokemon confirmed that things in Sword and Shield can only be transferred up if they're in the Galar Pokedex. So what that means is that potentially things like Tapu Koko, Ultra Beast, things like that aren't able to be transferred up. So because of that, Draft League could be drastically changed. Let me know what you guys think of that. I think it's very weird that there's a potential that we could never get some of these Pokemon again, depending on how they do things. It's a slim chance, but it's still a possibility. Anyway, real quick, going over the team. We have Assault Vest, really Spadef, 4 attacks, Skuntank, Choice Scarfed Clefable, really fat Jellicent, really fat Steelix, Life Orbed, 3 attacks, Sigalith, and then Choice Scarfed Landorus. What I'm expecting my opponent to bring is on the side. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed, to be honest with you guys. Really disappointed, but I don't think it's the end of draft leagues or competitive Pokemon by any means. As always, have fun to my buddy DS. I've known him for quite some time now. I just got added. Huh. Do 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 boo do boo boo boo. Oh man. I'm really nervous for this battle. I had a bunch of mocks for this, and my opponent, like, he just has a really good matchup. His team is very offensive. Very little switch-ins on my team to everything that he has. I could see him bringing a Raquinate over something. Yeah. He has a really good matchup. Looks like I get it almost perfect. The only thing is no Gligar. Instead, he has a Raquinate. Which is fine. So because I see his Fortress, I'm going to lead off with my Steelix. It has enough speed to be able to outspeed and taunt him, prevent him from getting up Stealth Rocks, and all the other sorts of things. Super nervous for this game. I really want to stay undefeated in this league. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. I pretty much just need 2 more wins to clinch playoffs, but still, clinching playoffs this early in the season would be pretty lit. Yeah. Choice Scarf Landorus also looks really, really nice. Looks really, really nice. I'm not really too sure. I'm sorry if I seem kind of distracted. I am. I've been thinking about this, what happened in the Nintendo Direct, for hours. For literally hours, I've been thinking about what the what the implications of this mean for competitive Pokemon, because it's massive. It's massive, guys. It's massive. I'm expecting him to lead off with Fortress, of course. Wow, that is super dark in the background. It only looks like that for you guys. On my DS, it doesn't look that dark. Let me try turning up the brightness. There we go. That looks much better. Okay, I'm going to taunt him. Not gonna give him a chance to get up his rocks. Boom, boom. I'm hoping that I do outspeed him. I'm assuming that he's going to be very min speed to have like really powerful gyro balls. Because of that, I did speed creep. And if I can taunt him, get up my stealth rocks, and I can earthquake around, that'd be perfect for me. So going for Spike's offense. Sweet. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up my own stealth rock. So spikes don't really hurt my team too badly because my Landorus and my Sigilyph are both immune to them, and my Clef only takes a little bit of damage from them. And my Clef breaks down his team super well. I'm hoping that it works. I'm hoping that this works out for my favor. I'm hoping he doesn't spam Rapid Spin here. That'd be much less than ideal. And even if he goes for Earthquakes and something along those lines, him switching out is really good. He's going to go into Araquanid, which is fine. And I get at my rocks. And most importantly, I keep my Sturdy intact with my Steelix. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch into my Jellicent. Not being able to burn this thing with Scald is really problematic. It's really problematic. I think what I'm going to do is, if he goes for Liquidation here, I'm then going to pivot directly into my Sigilyph, because he can't Toxic me, or I won't take any Toxic damage from it, which is pretty big. If he pulls a double out here and goes into his Fortress, I do have Taunt on my Jellicent as well, so I'm able to taunt that pretty easily. This background is clean. Okay. So I think he stayed in. And he goes for Liquidation. Okay. So now, fully expecting the Toxic, I'm going to go into my Sigilyph. Fully expecting the Toxic. He's going to switch out. What's he going into? Fortress? Okay, this is fine. While it's not like the most ideal thing in the world, it's still fine. He might decide to get up a Spike here. Air Slash will two-shot him unless he's like Spadef. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for an Air Slash, Tailwind, Air Slash is how I'm going to play this out. So that way I'm able to outspeed things like the Medicham and the Weavile. I don't think Weavile's Ice Shard kills me from full even if he's banded, which is amazing. Yeah, it does 91% maximum, so that's really good. And if he doesn't want this thing to die, because I could have Heat Wave, like I could have Heat Wave and he could switch into something to try to take the Heat Wave. I had to deal with that many times in my mocks. People thought that they could switch in on like a Heat Wave and go into their Araquanid, but instead I just went for Air Slash and I two-shot their Araquanid. I could have always taunted with my Jellicent to prevent the Toxic, but I think that applying offensive pressure is more important, and he could have also been a very speedy version of Araquanid and outsped my Jellicent. So I think that's pretty important to note. Like, if he was adamant max speed, he would outspeed my Jellicent. He wouldn't even need max speed. Okay, so he's going to stay in. This Air Slash is going to do a clean 2-shot. He rapid spins. Okay, that's really good. That's really, really good. Part of me just wants to take this thing out now, prevent any hazards on my side of the field. He's also out of Wow. He's also out of Custat Berry range, which is super important. Unfortunately, none of my other moves guarantee knock him out, so I need to hit Air Slash here. And I do hit it, which is nice. Sigilyph kills Fortress with Air Slash. So now he's forced to go into one of his more offensive Pokemon, which it kind of sucks, but it could be worse. Because I still have all of my checks to his offensive Pokemon at really good amounts of health. And if he goes into Blacephalon, I think I'm going to go hard into my Lando. Because I don't want him to get a speed boost with anything. Or no, if he goes Blacephalon, I go Skuntank. If he goes Naganadel, I'll probably go Steelix. Because I have my Sturdy intact, and I can always just click Earthquake against him. The Master, this is Metacham. Okay. So here I'm going to pull a switch, and I'm going to go directly into my Jellicent. Also, if you guys don't understand the nickname of my Sigilyph, Sigilyph is actually based off of a ink and line drawing of a hummingbird. So, some nice little cool facts for you. So we can go for Ice Punch. It's going to do practically nothing. I do want to fire off a Scald here. I do think that firing off a Scald is my safest play, because I can get a little bit of chip damage off on the Araquanid, and then I'm going to just taunt the Araquanid, realistically. Like, I made the aggressive switch early on. I took out his Stealth Rocker and his potential Spiker. I prevented hazards on my side of the field for what seems to be the entire game. And that's really nice. People in the WBE chat are talking about how many views they get in an hour, and I'm just sitting here like, guys, I only get like 100. Please stop. It's so funny. So he's going to withdraw. He's definitely going to go into his Araquanid here, which is still fine. I'm just going to click Taunt. That did a solid 15%. Is he leftovers? If he is, I'm confirmed faster. He's not lefties. So now I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to click Taunt. He's not Assault Vest, judging by that damage. Because if he was, my thing would be doing like 0. So I assume he's Fizz Def. With just like max HP, because maybe not max HP. I don't know, because that did like 13%. I could have gotten a really high roll with like a lot of HP. He goes for Crunch. Okay. It doesn't two-shot me, which is great. So I kind of just want to keep clicking Scald and wearing this thing down. Because unless he crits me, I'm sitting really pretty. And this thing, it doesn't really have much that it can deal with aside from Mega Medicham. Crunch is a really good bring, but he's Crunch, Liquidation. How much did that do? That was Choice Banded. Yep, that was Choice Banded Crunch. Jeez. So he's banded Araquanid. That's really good to find out. That's really good to find out. I always love this next Crunch, even if he's Adamant Choice Banded. It does 52% maximum. I'm at 53. Having my Steelix at full health is such a good safety net for me. It is such a good safety net for me. I think I'm going to try to use that more so for Naganadel than Blacephalon. I think that that's smarter because with Blacephalon, I do have one of the best checks to it in my Skuntank. He goes into my demise, which is Naganadel. Okay, this is fine. Sweet. No burn, that's fine. My Ice Beam will ensure that he's never able to set up a sub on me. And Draco Meteor does not kill me from this range. Like regular Draco. Ooh, it's a roll. This is going really well for me. I just need to get up rocks again. And then I'll be feeling phenomenal. I'll be feeling phenomenal. If I can get up Stealth Rocks, I'll be feeling phenomenal because that'll put his Medicham in range of a Moonblast. That'll put his Weavile in range of a Moonblast. And that'll take his Blacephalon down to 75%. Seeing Naganadel is actually really scary on Wi-Fi. I actually haven't faced it on Wi-Fi ever, so this is really cool. But I'm feeling good right now. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. He has to go for a Z move if he wants to kill me. I kind of wish I'd clicked Recover instead of Scald right there. But he's going to go for Sub, which is perfect. That means that I'm definitely out of range of a Draco Meteor now. I'm never going to let him get up a Sub against me. And now he actually is in range to die to my next Ice Beam, which is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. If he does pop his Z Draco right here, it would be a little unfortunate. Because I would kill this thing with Steelix, or he would switch out and he would go into his Araquanid. At that point in time, I don't have a switch into Araquanid. And that's kind of a tough pill to swallow. He's going to go for Sludge Wave, not even Draco. That's amazing. That's amazing. So... oh, it didn't kill. Shit. Okay. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I want to keep this thing around so I have a switch into Araquanid. That's scary. because of that, I'm expecting him to go for Draco Meteor or Z Draco right now so that he can kill this thing off. But I'm not expecting him to go for Flamethrower or anything like that. So I'm going to go into my Steelix. Yep, sweet. Okay, now my Steelix does tank. Oh, it doesn't tank 2 Fire Blasts. Oh, shit. I really want to get up my rocks. I really want to get up my rocks. If he gets a speed boost on me, can I still beat it? I can with Sucker Punch, Skuntank. I'm getting at my Stealth Rocks. I need them. I need them for... He does go for Fire Blast. He hits it too, which is kind of unfort. But at least I get at my Stealth Rocks. Okay. While it does suck to make this trade, I think it's a trade I had to make, and he can always miss Fire Blast. I can hope he misses Fire Blast at least. If he goes for a Dragon move, it's a little problematic. But if he goes for Dragon move right here and kills me off, that's less problematic than if he hits another Fire Blast, because I don't know if his last move is Nasty Plot or not. That's a pretty big issue. That's a pretty big issue. But now with Stealth Rocks up, yes, he went for Nasty Plot. Okay, Steelix kills. Not gonna deal with Earthquake. So that was kind of my fear, was that he had Nasty Plot as his last move. Mainly because I couldn't Sucker Punch him to death. But now with that out of the way, I have so many answers. Like for his 2 offensive mons, I have my Choice Scarfed Clef. For his what is that Pokemon called? Blacephalon, I still have my Skuntank at full health. If he goes into his thing right here, the Blacephalon, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hard switch into my Lando, because that prevents him from getting up a sub, getting up a Calm Mind, getting a speed boost on me, and he won't bust out his Z move right away. So, boom, boom. And he's taking 25% to rocks on 3 of his mons. This is looking absolutely phenomenal. I'm shocked that this game is going this well. Because in some of my mocks, it was going so poorly. Getting that Earthquake kill off was massive. My Choice Scarf Clef is looking so nice. Jackson, what's this? Okay, so I'm going to go directly into my Lando. If he's not Choice Specs, he doesn't kill me. I'm going to try to do everything I can to prevent this thing from getting a speed boost. It getting a speed boost is what would really hurt me. But it definitely could be worse. Okay, so he has Flame Charge. He has Flame Charge. So now we'll go for Earthquake. He has to pop his Z move here, I believe, because Fire Blast still does not kill me, which is amazing. Him being Flame Charge means that he might not be Calm Mind, because then that would leave him with only one coverage move. Him also being Flame Charge means that he could have just gotten like a +2 speed boost on me, which would have been terrifying. I'm so glad I didn't allow that. But if I can get him a little bit weakened, like with a Sucker Punch from my Skuntank, well, Sucker Punch kills him for one, but then my Clef can OHKO him with Thunderbolt. And if he wastes his Z move right here, it'll be even better. He definitely has to pop the Z here. Mind blown. So he's going to lose 50% of his health right now. That is fine by me. That is totally fine by me. So now it's a matter of what do I want to go into. I don't think he can sub. I think he's actually at 25%, not at like one above 25. I'm going to click Pursuit here no matter what, because even a +1 special attack Z Mind Blown I don't think it kills my Skuntank. It does 106% maximum. I'm gonna click Sucker Punch. I don't want to risk that. I don't want to risk that. So he's Flame Charge, Mind Blown. I assume Shadow Ball for my Jellicent. He could be Calm Mind as his last move, which is a little problematic. But he is in range of Thunderbolt for my Clef. Mind Blown does kill my Clef, though, which is super unfortunate. Boom, boom. And if he switches out and comes back in on rocks, he's dead anyway. He withdrew. Okay, that's fine by me. That is fine by me. Because he's in range of Moonblast. Okay. How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to sack off my Steelix here. And then I'm going to pull the button on my Choice Scarfed Clef. And then I'm going to pull the button on my Choice Scarfed Clef. It allows me to keep my Skuntank alive for Blacephalon. It allows me to get rid of my really weakened Steelix. It allows me to get in my Clef for free. This allows me to do so much. So I think this is definitely the best play that I can do. He goes for Poison Jab. Okay. Steelix dies to Drain Punch from Mega Metachan, which is 100% fine. Because now I go into my Clef. He revealed Poison Jab, which, again, fine. Because my Moonblast kills this thing. Does a minimum of 112. And he might be thinking, I need to weaken this thing for my Weavile to sweep, because he's looking at it and seeing that his Weavile does sweep through my team at this point in time. If he's not banded and he can like switch up moves, it does a lot of work versus me. However, this Moonblast is going to do a shit ton of damage. And nothing that he goes into wants to take this Moonblast. Nothing. If he goes into Araquanid, I go into my Jellicent, and I get the kill. Nice. Crit did not matter. Unless he had like max HP. Which I don't think he did. That's amazing. So now he goes into Araquanid. This is perfect. I go into my Jellicent. And as of right now, my Clef, if I can get a little bit more damage off on this thing, my Clef wins. My Clef wins. I wonder how much HP investment this thing has. I don't think it has much HP investment, to be honest with you guys. I think it has like no HP investment, meaning that the next time this thing comes in on rocks, it can die to a Thunderbolt, but I want to spam Moonblast. So he goes for Crunch, expecting the Jellicent to come in, which, again, is fine. I was switching that in, fully expecting that switch. Jellicent kills... Jellicent dies to Araquanid. Crunch. Now, let me move Jellicent to the bottom. This is like a massive chess game. Now I go into my Sigilyph. And I click Air Slash. Worst case scenario, he kills this thing with Crunch. I go into my Skuntank and I click Poison Jab. And then Poison Jab puts it in range of Moonblast. That is worst case scenario. That is absolute worst case scenario. Because if I do another 32% to him, that should put him in range of Moonblast. Moonblast is 36 to 44. Hopefully I kill it right now. Like that would be the most ideal situation. Is that I kill it right now with Air Slash. He can go into pretty much anything he wants. I don't really care. Like if he goes into Weavile, that's fine. That's a massive threat, but he needs his Weavile. He doesn't really need his Blacephalon, and he kind of sort of needs this thing, but with Rocks up, it's going to be two-shot by Moonblast. And even then, so let's say he goes into Weavile, I can then spam Thunderbolt, and Thunderbolt definitely kills this thing after Rocks. And I can spam Thunderbolt with my Clef. So he's going to switch out. What's he sacking off? Jackson, he sacked off this thing. Sweet. So... what was this thing's name? Blacephalon dies to Rocks from Steelix. Sweet. Should have had odd HP. He would have lived on 1 HP. Not that it really matters, it just steals a kill for my Sigilyph. So if he goes into He goes into his Weavile here. I go into my Clef. Yep, and that's what he goes into. I'm going to click Flash Cannon, because Flash Cannon does kill. In case he goes for like Swords Dance or something like that, I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk missing an Air Slash, and Flash Cannon kills while Air Slash does not. His smarter play is to go for Knockoff right here, though. And even if he's Choice Banded Weavile, my Clef actually does take an Ice Skull Crash. So he goes for Poison Jab. Does this kill me? No, it does not. Sigilyph, you boss! Sigilyph kills Weavile with Flash Cannon. And then I think as long as I hit this next Air Slash, Sigilyph should pick up another kill. Him clicking Poison Jab there was a really big misplay. Really big misplay. And I do hit the Air Slash. Sigilyph, you... Man. Sigilyph coming in clutch, getting the nice 3-0 victory. That was a phenomenal game. Thank you very much to DS Gaming for playing with me. I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the background. My opponent's links will be down in the description as always. And with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.